Hello and welcome back to Monifactory. I almost messed it up again, but for now I got still only at one. So in between episodes I moved over these furnaces. They were over there, now they're over here. And basically I just put a couple drawers behind them. It connected it up with the item pipes. So now essentially these furnaces all have infinite fuel. And so basically I can throw pretty much anything into these barrels up top, then it smelts. And because there's an auto output setting here, I need to add conveyors on the bottom, these just work. And all of these output into this barrel right here, which hopefully is gonna have enough storage. It's gonna fill up with this at this rate, but so I was looking at the machines that I can make right now. And originally my plan was to go for the OV assembly machine first and then make a blast furnace. But actually thinking about it, I kinda want to set up this steam grinder here, and even though it's an optional quest, it is gonna be used to set up a rudimentary ore doubling system. You know, I've already had to go mining for iron like 3 or 4 times, and I'm still doing basically nothing. So, and realistically, making this thing either should be too difficult, as most of the things that I need are just bronze. Now, I do need some bricks for the steam machine casing. I had to go and collect a little bit, so we should be good there. Now, the steam grinder controller block is also gonna need some potting gears. So, in order to make potten, you're gonna need to combine copper, tin, and lead dust. And I believe this is actually a pretty useful material because I'm pretty sure that the fluid pipes that can be made from this thing are actually quite good. Oh yeah, if you look at that, a potent fluid pipe has basically double transfer rate of a bronze pipe. So I think just for right now I'm probably just gonna make like 2 batches because the steam grinder also works as a macerator, so I can stop having to use these mortars all the time. It's probably like the fifth one I've made. So that's gonna make 16 pot in dust. Then I can easily just throw it in this barrel. And it's gonna smelt up quickly and end up at this barrel. So since we're gonna need 4 pot plates per gear and we need 2. So let's make 8 of these into plates. And 4 of these into rods. And maybe keep the other 4. So anyways, let's get to crafting. So actually let me just go and convert all these bricks into blocks. Since I'm probably just gonna need all of it. So for now we're gonna need basically as many steam machine casings as I can make. Now I can convert some of those into the steam grinder block once I make my 2 potting gears. So there we go, there's the steam grinder block. And now we're gonna need a couple chests. Make like 4. Oh, wait, this bronze machine casing. It's a different thing. Okay, thankfully I do have a little bit more cooking up. So I should be good. So let's make 1 input bus, 1 output bus, And finally, a steam input hash, which needs a bronze drum. So I'm gonna need long bronze files for this. And that's it. I seem to remember having to use like a frame box. Oh, but yeah, with this thing. So I was looking at the wrong quest. Yeah, I don't know if I'll need the Steam Foundry anyways. Hopefully not. I get Silk Touch Book. So I think I can build this like right here. And apparently if I shift right click I get the hologram. Oh, but it's supposed to be one up. I have to bake this with the wrench. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's put the input bus on this side and the out bus on this side. I guess the Steam input hash goes here, and that's it. Everything else is just Steam machine casings. And hopefully it's hollow in the middle. Yep, structure formed. So I've tried to paint another steam boiler here. And actually I kinda want like I just put it down like this. Hey. Now I can connect the soul bronze pipe and add a electric pump. Let's see, is that working? Oh wait, right, it needs fuel as well. Okay, well, I guess let's grab a little bit of sugar cane. Let's see. And is it working? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so I have to use slush pipe. But we'll just keep it for later. Now realistically I should just be able to like put a couple of chests here and here. Then I can set the auto input. Or actually is it already on? Maybe it is. I can throw a stack of magnetite. Oh yeah, and it starts working. Yeah, but it's a little bit loud. Oh, and also I accidentally forgot to record this part. But basically I just connected the tin pipe to this system right here and it works just fine. At least I hope so. Yeah, everything seems to be filling up fine. Now it is probably optimal to have a second one for this because it outputs crushed ore, which has to be macerated yet again. But I think it's gonna work fine for right now. I can just throw my ores inside this thing, jack and go mining, and by the time we're back it's all done. Also, there was something that I wanted to do in the last episode, but I kind of forgot, so I want to make these LV exoskeleton legs. So I just need a couple electric pistons. That's just a couple of wrought iron gears. That's two electric pistons. And oh, it's double 10 hour weight plate. Okay. So there it is. And now it's work. Well, what did I do? I guess I just put these on my curio slot and I get a speed boost. Oh, and step assist. Okay, that's good. So it does say jump boost disabled. Is there like a key point I can have for that thing? Enable boost jump. Okay, I can't figure out the key point, but I did enable the jump boost and it doesn't seem that much different. I don't think it even is at all. Anyway, this thing should probably have made some impure piles of magnetite dust for now, which means that I can just say throw these in a furnace and they should smelt directly into iron ingots. And so from one stack of raw ore, I get 2 stacks of impure iron. That's a basic ore doubling setup, I guess. And with that all out of the way, it's time for me to go on a mining trip yet again. Since I'm basically all out of iron, so we just have these 2 stacks and that's it. So yeah, I'll be seeing you in a couple hours my time probably. So after spending a couple of hours mining, unfortunately it looks like this guy is still working. So unfortunately I did underestimate just how slow this guy is. But I did pay a visit to a nickel vein. So I got some nickel cooking up right here. So that's probably gonna take a while to run through the other stuff. Maybe I'll have it skip the queue a little bit. Yeah, I should have enough magnetite for now. So let's start adding some more machines. Now first things first, I'm gonna want to make the basic polarizer since it looks like it's gonna be quite cheap. So just have to make some tin wire and there we go. There's a basic polarizer. And I can use this to magnetize iron rods so I don't have to waste redstone doing that. Now the big one that I want to make is going to be the LV assembly machine. And unlike in Community Edition, the assembly machine does make circuits that's in a different machine called the circuit assembler. However, this does do a lot of circuit parts for cheaper, such as resistors, which as you can see I only make 2 at a time, and making them in this. It seems like it's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, but I know vacuum tubes are definitely cheaper. Yeah, because as you can see, using program circuit 1, I can make 2 vacuum tubes, and it's even cheaper than crafting a single one in the crafting table. So for that, it's worth it. I also need the assembly machine in order to make Copernico coils, which are the very first coils that I can use for the blast furnace. So let's get crafting. So we're gonna need some fine copper wire. I think I did make some right here. Actually, you know what? I'll probably just pick up a bunch of stuff. Oh, I guess I forgot to make wrought iron rods. Okay, well, I should have some wrought iron right here. So let's just throw like a stack. Wrought iron plates. Am I also out of those? Yeah, I guess so. Well, then the other stack can go to plates. And what else are we missing? Some magnetic iron rods. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the recipe for these. If I find it anywhere. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of this recipe. Because I did make a polarizer. And they should just be able to magnetize these. without using a press stone. So we should be good. So let's make 4 LV electric motors. Then we can use those to make some LV conveyor modules. The other motors can be combined with a couple of rotating gears in order to make 2 LV electric pistons, and then those can combine and make an LV robot arm. So I can also use these machine covers, like how I've added them to the item pipes over here. However, since I can buy the UV ones with coins, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that just yet. Since making machines with these guys is gonna be more important. So let's see what else are we gonna need. Railway cable. Is there an easier way to make these with a cutter? Do I actually need to make a cutter right now? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need an MV one. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it needs an MV one because that's gonna cut silicon wafer, so I guess I'll just wait for that. And there it is. Our first LV assembler. And this definitely is not gonna be the last one. So one of the cheaper recipes that I can make use of right now is going to be the vacuum tube recipe, which as you can see, it needs less materials and also it gives me 2 at a time. So I'm not gonna make too many of this, much because I'll probably have to make a fluid extractor next, and using a red away I can make 3. So let's make like 3 or 4 batches of this. Well, actually, I only have materials for 2 batches, and I'm too lazy to make more. So we have this to circuit number 1. Oh, and it does that sound. I'm so sick of that sound after editing the static industry episodes because I heard that all the time. So yeah, let me go ahead and mute that. Alright then. Now we're gonna have to make an extractor. Now before in community edition there was an extractor and a fluid extractor. But now they have been combined to a single machine. So that's nice. It did make the wrong one a couple of times. At least I believe so. So we're also gonna have to make a pump here. So what's it gonna need? I guess this recipe is gonna be the one. So rubber rings, some bronze fluid pipes. Okay, so I had to add a couple messy recipes, but now I should have everything. There's no sound for the knife. That's weird. Why not just have it be this? That those works. There we go. There's an electric pump. And there it is. the basic extractor, which also works for fluid. So I'm probably gonna set this guy to... Okay, you have to right click. So yeah, I'm gonna set the fluid to output the right side directly into the assembler. And for Copernico coils, we need 1 ingot of liquid tin alloy, and we need 16 Copernico coils. So that's 16 tin alloy ingots. And I have exactly that much. So I can just throw this in, and it should just output. It does. Perfect. Now obviously, because it's copper nickel, we're also gonna need nickel. So I did go to nickel vein, and I threw a bit of it through the steam grinder over here, and it should have quite a bit. So let's just grab all this and throw this to the furnaces. So I just am gonna give like 3 stacks to each furnace. And that should cook up a stack of nickel ingots. And I'm pretty sure we need a lot of copper nickel for this. So let me see. So we need like 2 stacks of wires, of 2x wires actually. So we're also gonna need 2 stacks of copper nickel. And oh, at least it's 1 ingot to 2. So I guess let's just throw them through the alloy smelter and let them cook up. Actually though, this is gonna take a bit, so I just speed it up there. Now something else for the Copernico coils, we're also gonna need some bronze foil. And like the Copernico wires are probably gonna need 2 stacks. So let's see that like have a stack of bronze ingots. And we did have some bronze here. Yeah. What's circuit number for the bender here? It's circuit number 10. Yep, and that makes bronze foils. Okay, so I'll be back in a little bit once everything is ready. And here it is. An electric blast furnace. Honestly, I didn't really expect this to actually take that long. There's actually a nice little upgrade with this version, which is the terminal, which basically allows me to build the actual multi-block just like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to move this energy hatch. Why the input was direct? Oh, it's the input hatches. I need the energy hatches. Where's the energy hatch? Okay, one is right here. And the other one is at the back. Okay. Now I'm just gonna have to connect the cable here. That should power it up. I have to rotate this guy. Yeah, yeah, that works. Now we should be running a Devi. Yep, there it is. So the problem here is that I don't actually have anything to use this. And it's also gonna eat up my power. Since I'm not actually producing 4 amps of value power, which is what I need. Since each one of these energy heads needs 2 amps to function. But I think I'm gonna leave forward that for next episode. So, I just want to thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.